Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Real Men. I'm your host, Zach, and today we're taking a look at women and girls trip. But let's jump right in right after you subscribe, of course. Disclaimer, this video is made for strictly comedic, artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
My girlfriend started acting cold after she went on a girls trip.
Well, warm her up.
So I, 25 male, have been with my girlfriend, 22 female, for about 2 years. We've been living together for a few months, and things have mostly been really good. Yeah, little arguments here and there, but nothing major. Last weekend, she went on a trip with her college friends to this lake house one of their families owns. It was just the girls, kind of a last summer thing before a couple of them move out of state. I was totally fine with it. Told her to go have fun, no issues there.
I have only listened to the intro so far, and I already know she's been writing something all weekend.
But when she got back, something felt off immediately. She walked in, barely looked at me, gave me a quick hug, and then went straight to the bedroom to unpack. She didn't even say she missed me or anything. We usually text a bunch when we're apart, but she was distant the whole trip too. Shorter responses, slower replies. Since she's been back, she's been weirdly quiet. Not mad, just distant. She's been zoning out, not really laughing at stuff like she usually does, and just kind of flat when we talk. I asked her how the trip was, and she literally said it was all right, and changed the topic. No stories, no funny moments, no pics, nothing. Which is super unlike her. She normally comes back from any outing with like 10 stories and a ton of photos. The other thing is, she's been journaling a lot since she came back. Not bad, just new. She's always been into mindfulness and stuff, but this felt different. I asked if everything was okay, and she just said she's tired and processing a lot. I tried pressing gently, and she told me I was being overly clingy and that she needs space. I've never been called clingy before, so that stung. I tried asking her friends if something happened, but they brushed it off and told me not to worry.
No, I don't like that. I would be like, no, I am worried.
I'm very worried.
Please tell me if anything happened.
So now I'm sitting here wondering what happened on that trip that made her come back a totally different person. She's not mad at me, but it feels like she left as one version of herself and came back as another. And she won't let me in at all. Am I overreacting? And we have an update. Should we?
I don't think you're overreacting. I think if she's completely different, then press into it.
I think you would definitely know, if something is off, something's off.
I do appreciate that he has not jumped to cheating, though.
Yeah.
I think he's just like, I'm worried for her.
Yeah.
And maybe she is cheating. Like, I don't want to say, like, there's no way that she could. Like,
but
there
I
is
like
a possibility,
that,
but I like that he isn't
her
jumping
safety's
to it.
first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which I think is important.
Update. It wasn't really a planned discussion, just kind of happened. I had asked one of her friends earlier if something was going on. She didn't really open up, but told me it wouldn't be her place to say. I thought I wouldn't get anything out of her, so I said F it and decided I'd try talking to my girlfriend later. She came home from work acting off again. The usual. Barely said anything. Didn't eat the dinner I had prepared. Almost immediately went for a long walk outside, then straight to the shower where she spent forever. Later, she just stayed in our bedroom, laying around and not really engaging with me.
I would be super worried about her.
Yeah. I went in after a while to ask about her day gently. I wasn't pressing or nagging, just calmly asked if she could please just talk to me because I care about her and how she feels. I told her I wasn't trying to fight or blame her. I just wanted to understand what's going on. Since we always share everything, it's unfair to keep me in the dark, and I'd support her either way, whatever it was. She didn't say much, just kept mumbling about not knowing what to say, wasn't really feeling it, she was tired, etc. So I stepped back, spent some time on my own, and went for a walk. Eventually, later that day, she started opening up a little. I guess she had enough time to reflect and gather her thoughts. I'm not going to put every single word she said here in quotations because it feels personal and I'm still trying to process it myself. But basically, yeah. Something happened on the trip with her and the girls. She didn't say exactly what she did, but made it really clear that it went way past what would be okay in a relationship.
She wanted to tell him she cheated, but said it in a way where it sounded less wrong and where she would feel less guilty.
Like, way past. There were plans for drinking during the trip. We both drink, and it's never been a problem. She's never been a heavy drinker and has always stayed within reasonable limits. She said what happened wasn't planned, and that it just kind of did, and that she wasn't herself. Which honestly just made me feel a knot in my stomach. Like she was preparing me for something really bad. So I encouraged her to just say it. That she'd already said enough for me to not back down now. I deserved to know. She said the trip went well regarding the original plan. They drank, went to the sauna by the lake, swam, played games, hung around normal. Doesn't sound awful, right?
Okay. Cool.
Sounds like a normal weekend trip with friends.
Sounds like it.
Later that night, they'd been drinking more, partying, listening to music, enjoying themselves. Some were drinking and hanging out in the hot tub, while others hung around inside the cabin playing board games and talking. My girlfriend talks in circles about this and tries proving how it was a good trip and that they all enjoyed it. Eventually, though, she gets to the point and tells me why she's been down. Later in the evening, someone suggested a drinking game. They played bottle spin with a twist of drinking or doing dares. A couple of the girls were pushing it, encouraging it. She admitted she went along with it and wanted to play, but the way she said it, she looked ashamed. The dares were innocent at first, celebrity crushes, secrets, silly stuff, but they got out of hand as more drinks were consumed. Some girls dared others to kiss each other, play Marry F. Kill, pour drinks into each other's mouths. Obviously something that could escalate quickly. My girlfriend says she felt it was fun in the moment and didn't feel she did anything wrong. That it was all consensual and normal for girls when tipsy. She says she doesn't remember everything well due to her hangover the next day, and isn't even sure what she did. She felt bad because she obviously doesn't like girls that way, and normally doesn't do these kinds of things. She never explicitly says what she participated in, but talks like she's guilty. There was one girl there, let's call her Ellie. I've met her before. My girlfriend said Ellie hadn't participated and left the cabin when things started happening, mentioning she wasn't feeling well. They talked later that night outside, but nothing happened between them. My girlfriend said she hasn't talked to her or the girls much after the trip. I didn't yell at her or get angry, just sat there. I didn't know how to respond. She kept saying she didn't know why she shut down and has been feeling horrible since. That she didn't know how to tell me and needed time to word her thoughts. We've been distant with each other after the talk. There's this heaviness between us since she got back. Now I know why. I told her I needed space and went for a walk. When I came back, I just sat in the living room, not really looking at her. I don't see a life without her, but I don't know if I can look at her the same way again. Not just because of what she maybe did, but because she came home and shut me out, made me feel like I was crazy for noticing something was wrong. We have some edits, but like besides the kissing when you're like, that's obviously like, yeah, she like kissed people while like that's not cool. The rest of it really wasn't.
The kissing is cheating.
Right.
Yeah, if a guy lets his girlfriend go on a girls' trip without him, that's a huge red flag. I don't care who says that's insecure behavior. No, it's not. It's purposely placing yourself in a potentially bad situation where cheating is likely to happen.
Right.
And I think that he's upset because she's unwilling to tell him. Like, he's had to really drag it out of her, and she's still hiding stuff.
That's fair. Edit 1. I phoned her friend demanding answers since I couldn't get them from my girlfriend. She confirmed there were more people joining them over the weekend than just their initial friend group, and told me to talk to my girlfriend if I was so concerned. I was emotional and raised my voice since I'm trying to get a clear answer. She and Ellie are the only ones I can reach. So there were more people that came in, too.
Yeah. I don't trust this.
Edit 2. I'll be making an update later. Everything's overwhelming and I need to sort things out. And we have that update.
Oh, boy. Let's get into it.
I'll be staying somewhere else for a couple more days before starting to make preparations for splitting off.
Oh, wow.
I finally had a proper conversation with Ellie. It wasn't quick. We talked all evening. She didn't seem to want to at first, but eventually she opened up. She was the only one who wasn't drinking or participating, and I respect her for being straight with me. She told me this. The group was drinking heavily, and at one point, some of the girls invited a few guys over.
And here it is.
Yeah, invited a few guys over who were staying nearby. Guys I had no idea would be there. She's not sure if this was the plan all along, or if it was the girl's idea in the moment. She didn't know about it beforehand. The drinking game started getting more intense with the guys involved.
Yikes.
According to her, my girlfriend ended up making out with 2 different people. One of the girls, the same girl who told me not to worry about it and wouldn't give answers when I contacted her originally.
Of course she said that.
Yeah.
She said, don't worry about it.
And one of the guys. There was a lot of touching that wasn't just playful. As far as Ellie knows, she didn't F anyone.
Yikes.
She says she left and doesn't know what happened afterwards, but it was far past anything I'd ever be okay with, and definitely past anything we ever agreed was acceptable in our relationship. What hit me the hardest was how, according to Ellie, my girlfriend wasn't even that wasted at that point. Tipsy, sure, but not blacked out or out of control.
Every one of these stories with girls' night out or girls' trip is the same and always end the same. Does anyone else find it odd that there's always men on the girls' trip or girls' night out? It's never men that are the boyfriends or the husbands. It's always other single men there.
She'd been laughing, very involved, and didn't seem pressured. She wasn't out of it, like she tried to make it sound. Ellie left because she was uncomfortable, and when she returned later, my girlfriend was still in full party mode. Talking was all slurred, and she was a mess.
You have confirmation she cheated on you twice now.
Yeah. And I mean,
it.
he's getting out. So
yeah.
he
I mean,
knows.
he was already getting out when, he
Yeah.
still wanted to get out when she told him he kissed a girl.
Yeah.
Or she kissed a girl. Yeah.
I talked with my girlfriend, well, my now ex, over the phone, but all I got was mumbles or silent treatment. I flat out said I know what she did and that she could at least admit it to me before I break it off. Asked if I meant anything to her or if all of our time together has been fake. Asked about how long she had problems with her drinking, since I've always thought of her as a mature and smart woman. She was sobbing and told me she could help me understand if I came home and she could make up for all of it, and even if she did do it, she still loved me. So I'm done. I can't stay in something where I'm lied to, gaslit, and made to feel like I'm overreacting for noticing something is off. She came home and shut down instead of being honest. She let me stay confused even when I was trying to comfort her, when she should have been honest the second she walked through the door. Hell, she should have admitted it as soon as it happened. Not that it would have made what she did right. And that's the end
And
of
there
that
you go,
story.
folks. There you go.
Dang.
Someone in a relationship, especially a serious one, would say, no, I'm not coming, or I will if my significant other can come. And this goes both ways for men as well. You guys have made it to the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this. And remember, according to YouTube, if you like this video, you might as well watch another one. Till next time.